let Conor McGregor fight Mayweather. This is an easier fight, easier money. Can I do that? And then Hunter explained to me, Hunter is like the left hand or right hand of Dana. They're equal. I don't know what they would be, but they're damn close. And Hunter explained to me that he sells no fights. That when they have fights, they give away tickets, that he doesn't make money, that his target audience is children, they don't buy pay-per-views. So, a little depressing. Because
what did I say? What have I said? Hunter Campbell told him this, right? And I've said this as well. Jake Paul has a massive audience. Jake Paul is loaded. Jake Paul makes a lot of money. He's beating up, and he actually can box. Am I saying he's the best boxer out there? No. But I will give him credit. He's putting in the reps. He's putting in the rounds. He's fighting guys that he could beat, but he's doing a shtick, and it's working, and he could somewhat fight, right? The problem with Jake Paul, and I've said this on so many occasions, is his audience is young. Young kids are so smart. Well, you don't have to be that smart. You just have to know how to work a keyboard, and you could basically find anything you need. If Jake Paul is selling a pay-per-view that's $50, $80, whatever the hell it is, do you think those kids are going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to pay $80 for this when I can get it in HD for free? All the kids out there are going to fucking say, no, I am just going to watch this for free. So pay-per-view buys, what are you really making off of that? You're making money off the sponsors and your purse and this and that, but you're not making much at all. Jake Paul cannot sell pay-per-views because he's got kids that watch him. Maybe one day they'll grow up to an age where they'll say, okay, I want to support this athlete. It's not going to happen. They're going to still do it for free, and I don't blame them. The older audience is just too lazy to find a link and they buy the pay-per-view. Or they watch their favorite YouTuber, the MMA-Holes, and they listen to us tell them what's going on. That's how it works.
I thought to myself, you know what? I'll take a payday beating up this man. That sounds easy enough. But sadly, Jake Paul is an influencer. He sells to children. Children don't buy pay-per-view. So I don't know, man. Get some adults to follow you, and then we will fight. So here's.
So let me say, Sean Strickland, and I've been hard on Sean too. I've called him a hypocrite before. So this is the thing. I promise you that I will be the realest motherfucker on YouTube. I'm not going to sit there and just suck dick until the dick is dry. I'm going to also criticize the same dick that I sucked a week ago. That's how I work. That's how I roll over here. You know, like I am going to, if someone says or does something stupid, even if I am a fan of that person, I'm going to say something negative about them because I just see it. I say it. That's how it is. Sean Strickland had a good redemption arc. He lost his middleweight title. He was crying on Theo Von. He says, I could say everything, but you can't say a specific thing. Complete hypocritical move. But after all that happened, he is redeeming himself over and over again. He's calling that dude a vampire to his face. Like that MGK guy, did he really deserve it? Well, me as a spectator says yes, but did he really? He was just walking up to Sean. He didn't say anything wrong to the guy. Sean just said, you're a vampire. Why you dress like this? You're a weirdo. You know, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Who gets a chance to do that? Sean does. He's doing things that we can't do. So you got to respect this man. And he is saying it exactly how it is.
Here's the thing, Jake Paul. You clearly know I can't fight you. We know this. The UFC knows this. We all know this, that me and you cannot fight. But what we can do, you can get in your fancy plane, you can fly your ass to Vegas, and we could have a little powwow. Because you know as well as I know what happens to that. I'll do it for free. I don't need a check. I don't need to live stream it. I will do it for free, sir. So if that is something you want to show everybody how big and hard that dick is, let me know when. And Jake Paul, I got knocked out by a world champion kickboxer, a two-time UFC champion. You got beat by a part-time boxer. You try to use to pad your record. You're an embarrassment to yourself, you're an embarrassment to me, and you're an embarrassment to the world. Enjoy.
This YouTube channel is probably the best thing that Sean Strickland has ever done. He never has to fight again. He could just keep on showing up at events, doing, saying whatever the hell he wants, and then explain the behind the scenes story on his YouTube channel. And I would watch every one of those because this dude is saying it how it is. Now, whether a lot of people don't like Strickland for the reason of politics. Sometimes he leans heavy to her side, and then people are like, well, I'm this side, and I'm not going to like this guy. There's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of people liking athletes, influencers, actors, musicians, whatever, because of their political beliefs. Separate it. Separate it. Do not let politics make you choose who you like and you don't like. Politics and religion should not determine, oh, I like this person, I don't like this person. Now, if they're trying to shove that down your throat to the point where you're like, all right, I can't take this anymore, okay, fine. But please, put it aside. Put it aside. Just give people the benefit of the doubt, because this guy is being as real as you possibly can be. Here's a guy named Bryce Hall. I don't know who this fucking guy is.
Who the fuck is that guy?
But we find out that he fights in bare knuckle. Okay? In KFC, I think it is. He fights in KFC. In the parking lot, I don't know. He gets chicken. I don't know what's going on here. Apparently, he's an okay BKFC fighter, right? And he's reaching out to Sean Strickland, right? And saying, me and you this week. Wait, hold on a second. Which one is him? Okay, deal. Where is it? You'll want to see a dead body. Let's see. Okay, so Bryce Hall. Okay, deal. Me and you this week. I'll give you a location. You can bring a GoPro or something. Just me and you. I'm tired of this. Hey, you fucking coward. Don't post my screenshot and say you're you're down and not message me back. You fucking worm. You just another lying piece of shit influencer. There is not 1 ounce of fucking man in you. So Bryce Mitchell is a guy that was at this bare knuckle event and was running his mouth how he wants to beat up Sean Strickland. I had a knucklehead. In fact, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You can go through my Twitter comments and replies and whatever. I'm sure he replied back, making an argument how Bryce could beat up Sean Strickland. This is the fucking world we live in. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who the fuck he fought, but I can guarantee that this guy is not beating up Sean Strickland. I can fucking guarantee it. This is not a retired UFC fighter. This is a guy that's in his prime. He just lost the middleweight title, but he's still in his fucking prime. An active UFC fighter, middleweight. Not no fucking flyweight or some shit. It's a middleweight, fairly big guy. And this kid, a TikTok dude, that had a couple of bare knuckle fights against who? The fucking barista at Starbucks? Who the fuck did he fight in BKFC? Who did he fight? The people that he fought, could they compete with Sean Strickland? Probably not. You need to tell me that this motherfucker's going to go in there and fucking go rounds at Sean. And let me just say this. When Sean went in there and fought that Sneeko, or not, I don't want to say sparred with Sneeko. Let's see if the clip is on here. Here's the vampire clip. Oh, here's the Sneeko thing. Okay. So, Bisping reacted to too. Everyone's reacting to this. Okay. My thought was the exact same thought a lot of people thought was, wow, he stayed upright, right? The guy didn't drop. And even Sean gave him respect. Well, hey, you didn't drop. And I bet in the back of Sean's head, he's like, damn, how did I not drop this motherfucker? Sean let the guy hit him a gazillion times and says, there's nothing you can do that could hurt me. If Sean started off round 1 of them sparring, full force, balls to the wall, this guy would have been dead, convulsing on the mat. But Sean did it with 30 seconds left? Just beat him up for 30 seconds? Could you imagine if Sean said, okay, this whole fucking sparring match, I'm just going to go balls to the wall and beat the shit out of you. He literally let this kid punch him as hard as he possibly can. Do whatever he can to finish him. And Sean was laughing at him. Like he was swatting flies. And then with seconds left, he goes in there, beats the shit out of him, and then everyone goes on the internet and says, oh, Sean couldn't drop the guy. Sean couldn't this and that. You stupid motherfuckers. So dumb. You know, if Sean went there balls to the wall from the very beginning and fucking went ham on this guy, what would have happened? I don't understand this. This is an infection. People going out there and saying these influencers are the godlike beings that these people are brainwashing you. These people are going live on their channels or their TikTok, Instagram, wherever they're going live, and they're brainwashing children into thinking that this is acceptable. And then Sean Strickland goes out there and beats the fuck out of these kids. And they're like, well, he didn't drop him. Dude, I was so livid just going through the social media this morning. What is this here? All right, this is the UFC thing with Jake Paul. Here's the clip of Sean and MGK, if you didn't see this. So now you have Sean Strickland's girl over here. She's like looking like, oh my God, it's MGK. I think too, Sean's with his girl, and Sean's like, well, I'm gonna do a little alpha move right now. You can't really fucking hear what's going on. You just hear the beat dropping. But anyway, he's calling him a vampire. You're a weirdo, this and that. I mean, it's just funny watching him walk around and say and do this shit.